Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, rich tributes paid to Utkalmani Pandit Gopabandhu Das on his birth anniversary by Rourkela Steel Plant. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant unveils two BOX NHS wagons for enhanced material transportation. And birth centenary of Professor Chitaranjan Das celebrated. Now the news in detail. Rich tributes were paid by Rourkela Steel Plant to Utkalmani Pandit Gopabandhu Das, an illustrious son of Orissa, on his 146th birth anniversary on 9th October 2023. A function was organized by the Education Wing of Town Services Department of RSP near the Gopabandhu statue at Sector 19 Ambagan Chowk. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge RSP and Bokaro Steel Plant, was the chief guest and inaugurated the function by paying floral tributes at the statue of the Utkalmani. He was accompanied by Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. P.K. Sahu, ED Projects, Mr. S. Tripathi, ED MM, Mr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, Mr. Tarun Mishra, ED PNA, Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED FNA, Mr. P.K. Swai, CGM TA and CSR, several other Chief General Managers and other senior officers of RSP. The program commenced with the rendition of the state anthem, Bande Utkala Janani. The first prize winners of the elocution competition in the senior group, namely Ansika Pradhan, class 12, student of Ispat Higher Secondary School, Sector 16, Muhammad Farhan Ansari, class 11 student of Ispat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19, and Mohit Panda, class 10 student of Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20, spoke about the life and times of the Utkalmani in Oriya, Hindi and English. Mr. Triloshan Sawai, Assistant Manager, Steel Melting Shop 1, recited a poem on the Utkalmani in Oriya. The chief guest, Mr. Bhaumik, awarded the winners of the elocution competition held earlier in the senior and junior category in the three different languages, that is Oriya, Hindi and English. Large number of Rourkelites from various walks of life, including school children, took part in the function. Subhalakshmi Sahu, a class 9 student of Deepika Ispat Sikhya Sadan, Sector 18, welcomed the audience, and Sonali Aran, class 8 student of Deepika Ispat Sikhya Sadan, Sector 18, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Bhumishri Mahananda, class 12 student of Ispat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19, anchored the programs. In a significant stride towards strengthening its infrastructure and optimizing material transportation capabilities, Traffic and Raw Material (T&RM) Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant inducted two BOX NHS wagons on 9th October 2023. The wagons were inaugurated by Mr. MNVS Prabhakar, CGM Services, and Mr. Hiralal Mahapatra, GM in charge, T&RM, in the presence of other senior officials from RSP. These newly inaugurated wagons will be used for transportation of various materials, including 30 mm limestone, as well as essential commodities such as PCI coal, hard coke, sinter, and more. This development will significantly contribute to meeting the demands of customer departments like raw material handling plant, sinter plant, blast furnace, and others. Each of these advanced BOX NHS wagons comes at a cost of Rs 36.28 lakhs, underlining SAIL RSP's unwavering commitment to quality and efficiency. It is noteworthy that RSP is having a fleet of 484 internal rolling stock for transportation of finished, semi-finished, byproducts and raw materials. These wagons are being maintained by Carriage and Wagon Shop of T&RM Department. Out of these 484 wagons, there are 54 numbers of BOXN, BOX, NHS wagons. With these new wagons, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant continues to set new benchmarks in the steel industry, further solidifying its position as a leader in innovation, quality and customer satisfaction. A two-day centennial celebration of thinker, educationist, critic, pioneer of Oriya non-fiction writing and one of the finest translators, Professor Chitaranjan Das, was organized at Pragati Utkal Sangh, Rourkela. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge RSP, with the additional in charge of BSL, was the chief guest in the inaugural ceremony held on 7th October 2023. Dr. Satyapriya Mahalik, Principal Jamshedpur Workers College, Mr. B.B. Mahanti, former ED and of RSP and convener of Professor Chitaranjan Das Centennial Celebration Committee, Mr. P.K. Swai, CGM, TA and CSR were also present on the dais. The dignitaries offered floral tributes at the portrait of Professor Das to mark the inauguration of the program. The DIC paid rich tributes to the scholar of eminence, literary commentator and author of numerous books in Oriya and English, Professor Chitaranjan Das, who is known as Socrates of Orissa. He lauded the organizing committee for its noble initiative in preserving the ideologies and philosophies espoused by the illustrious professor. The DIC released a book, Shanti Niketan O Chitaranjan, to mark the occasion. Ms. Susmita Naskar and Mr. Gangadhar Tripathi presented Rabindra Sangeet in the function. Mr. Ghanshyam Dhal, General Secretary Pragati Utkal Sangh, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Here we come to the end of today's news bulletin. Namaskar.